Hi, it's me again. I wanted to make a follow-up video to yesterday's video on how to use the conferences app. Yesterday, we talked about how to make a conference, how to set an agenda by using the shared notes section, and also how to upload a presentation from one of your files. Today, I'm just going to get straight into the preset presentation. And if you are looking at your screen right now, you are seeing what I'm looking at. And we have here a demo conference. I've also set up some future conferences. As you'll notice, we have Monday extra help. We have Wednesday extra help. I could communicate to my class, hey, listen, everybody, I put up a couple of assignments for Monday and for Wednesday. I'm going to be available live at 12 o'clock on Monday. And if you want to join this conference, go ahead and join it. Once I start the conference, anybody who is in that class can click on the live conference, the one that's in progress, and they're able to join. If I don't like that a person is joining, I can always control them as the moderator of the conference. But I think this is a great opportunity for us to, if we put up challenging materials, to set some structured office hours times so that our children can get into our classes, they can interact with us, they can get the help that they need. Okay, so I am going to get into the demo conference. I'm going to join it because I had it open in a different window, so I'm not going to join straight from there. All right. So when you start a conference, you start initially with this big blue button conference screen. You can actually slide over here. And if you tab over at the bottom, it goes to the next slide. This is intentionally left blank so that it can be a whiteboard, as you can see on the bottom. As the teacher, you have the option on this right-hand column, okay, of materials. You can create a situation where it's a multi-user whiteboard. That means that all of these Matthew Alloways that are users in this conference will all get crayons. Now, obviously, I only have one mouse, so I can't do all that at once. As the teacher, you can get into this tool for all of your annotations. So I could drag and drop a text box. Okay, welcome students to my class. I can then change that to something else. Maybe make the size a little bit bigger. Maybe make a different, more pleasing color. Okay. And then we can do whatever. So the crayon tool is great for, maybe probably a little bit too big for a crayon, for adding materials into here, 3 plus -2. Okay, because my kids are still having a difficult time with integers. If I don't like how I did something, I can hit the back button and take away the last stroke that I put in, and maybe I want that parenthesis to look a little bit nicer. There you go. Probably the first one was nicer, but whatever. This is now on slide number 2. I can tab over to slide number 3. It's a new whiteboard, okay? New materials for me, new whatever, and I can, again, do all of the features of annotations on this slide without damaging what's on slide number 2, okay? And so if I don't like anything that I put on slide number 3, I can clear all the annotations at once. Clearing slide number 3 does not affect slide number 2, which is a great thing, okay? Another thing that I can do in this class, I'm actually going to get back to slide number 2. Another thing that I can do in this class is over here in the Actions button, I can start a poll, okay? This is a great spot for you to make some quick checks or poll your audience. You could make an A, B, C, D answer if you wanted to give students multiple choices and allow your students to give you feedback and check for understanding. Or you can just do a quick check and say, hey, everybody in this class, are you ready to move on? Now, as you know, or as you may know, I have the other Matthew Alloways involved in this conference right now. So I could, in my other Matthew Alloway, say, yes, I'm ready to move on. And then in my third Matthew Alloway, say, no, I'm not ready to move on. Go back to my original one. I can publish the polling responses. And what you see there is that 50% of my class is ready to move on. This goes into that screen for that slide and that slide only. Okay, so the polls are great. The other thing that I want to share in this video is how you can share an external video. Right here, you can pop in a URL, copy a link to a YouTube video or some other kind of video file and share that with your class. All right, I'm going to make another how-to video on the features of conferences today, and I hope that you'll play around with this, and I hope that you'll make this accessible for your students. Thank you very much for watching.